everybody, welcome back to Northern Alliance Challenge runs in the Binding of Isaac. Another run today. I didn't know this until like 10 seconds ago when I wrote down the run and then looked it up, and it was like, who did this one? Oh, it's fucking YouTube pseudo-celebrity Novastato, or I don't understand. This guy's got the greatest efficiency rating when it comes to suggesting challenge runs and actually getting them done. But in any case, this is another good suggestion here. This is called the Necromancer run. So we are basically, you know, thematically, we are a Necromancer here. We raise people from the dead. We have this demon baby with us. We have this cube of meat. It was, or this meat boy. It was originally suggested that we get, or I get, I guess here, 8 cubes of meat. But I was stuck to 4 because I think 8 would have made us way too powerful right off the bat. I also have the Necronomicon, which I guess is a you know, Necromancer kind of themed item. And I have Pentagram, which I guess makes us a little bit more demonic, a little bit more damaging, and Charm of the Vampire. And we have Dead Bird. There's a lot of things, I guess, going on here. Dead Bird, Demon Baby, 4 cubes of meat, the Pentagram, the Necronomicon itself, and that is it. Now, in terms of balance for this run, because obviously we're starting off very well, one thing I did right from the get-go was take 4 cubes of meat right off the top, otherwise we would be, like, insanely powerful right now. Also, I kind of feel, you know, if we're going to balance this one out, it makes sense not to take items in any context or any kind until at least the 4th floor. So Basement 1, Basement 2, and Caves or Catacombs 1, we are completely going to skip over all items there, boss items or otherwise, and instead just move on with whatever we can. We get a Tears upgrade there. Obviously, you know, those are items that I always allow because they are kind of in consumable form or in a inconspicuous form, I guess, when you find them on the level. We're getting a ton of keys here. I am very pleased about that. In any case, hopefully you guys feel that this is balancing enough. I mean, the way I kind of did the math on it, I'm like, well, you know, 3rd level, 4th level cube of meat are really good items, so there's like a floor and a half, or half a floor each right there. Demon Baby's also really good, so that factors in, I guess, the same way mathematically. Dead Bird is not really all that good. Pentagram is really good, so I just kind of mishmash it together. I also don't want to just take no items till the end of the game, because we'll unfortunately just die. I do think Lump of Coal should be takeable here. But yeah, if we don't take any items until the end of the game, we're just not going to get enough HP to survive. So we need to, at some point, even if we are more powerful than perhaps is proportional to that point in the game, we have to take items. Otherwise, it's going to be a 10-minute run because you know, we won't have any damage. So I will take Lump of Coal here, which is not so much a huge upgrade as it is just, you know, something to kind of, you know, get me through to the next floor, I guess. And the Catacombs Part 2 will be the 2nd floor, or sorry, the last floor where we don't take any items whatsoever, unless, you know, I apparently arbitrarily choose to take them, because what can I say? That's the way Dad did it, that's the way America does it, etc., yada yada. You yada yada over the best part. In this case, it's actually true. I yada yada over the Iron Man. I'm going to take the Stars card down to the next floor because it will save me a key. The Lovers card is tempting, but at the same time not really all that interesting because it's very unlikely that is going to work out in our... Well, it'll work out in our favor, but it's very unlikely we need it right now. From a utilitarian standpoint, it's not really at the point where I desperately need it at this point. I just popped a Necronomicon here. That might not have been the best use of it, but I was pretty concerned that I was going to end up taking some damage from those flies, so I decided, you know what? Why don't we simplify things a little bit? Obviously, it will be important for me, if possible, to go to shops later, because Necronomicon, not the best item in the entire world. It's okay, don't get me wrong. It's no Book of Belial, though. The main problem with it is it doesn't charge very fast. It charges once every 6 rooms. That's a bad pill, especially, you know, range down. It doesn't synergize too well. What's the opposite of synergize? It's like co-surgize? Tanergize? I don't know, Tanergize sounds like a sweet infomercial exercise tape or something. What do they call them now? Do they still have... They have exercise DVDs, I guess, now. Exercise Blu-rays, if you will. We had exercise tapes back in the day. Buns of Steel, motherfucker. Tybo! We are at 2 cents, and I would love to pick up absolutely everything available to us here, but sadly we cannot. Who are we fighting as a boss? We are going to be fighting a Pestilence, which is actually good. Could get to a 3rd level cube of meat, but even if we only get to a 2nd level cube of meat, that is fine with me. If we only get the 1st level cube of meat, well, it might end up, you know, as much as I shit-talk single cube of meat and say like, oh, it'd be way better to get like a Tears upgrade. Single cube of meat might actually be better than your standard like Tears upgrade or range upgrade or speed upgrade because it does probably save us a lot of damage in the long run. So now I will be able to go to the item room and the secret room in the shop and pick up boss items. Now we'll start trying to amass enough health in particular, but obviously other attributes as well, but enough health in particular to carry us onwards. So the Stars card is going to allow us to get Sacrificial Dagger, that, again, synergizes very well with Cube of Meat, gives us a decent chance moving forwards at blocking some shots coming in, and if we can manage to get, like, permanent Polaroid invincibility, this actually gives us really good offensive power as well. Now, the main sore spot on this run, and I'm very tempted to use Necronomicon here again, but I'm not going to. The main sore spot on this run right now is that Necronomicon still charges so fucking slowly that I can't really effectively use it outside of the boss room, at least until we get much, much later in the game. So I'm actually pretty low on money and would welcome a Pageant Boy, believe it or not. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Could also use a little bit of extra damage, although I will admit that from a damage standpoint, I'm doing A-okay right now as well. Might want to look for a secret room. We do have the keys necessary to absolutely go to the shop this time. So even though this floor has not been superb for us so far, Sacrificial Dagger is far from, you know, like an instant win item. It's been good. It's been good. I can definitely foresee how the combination that we have right now could definitely help us get carried towards a victory, but we are still at least a little ways away from having the items necessary to give us any kind of realistic chance at taking out Isaac and Blue Baby later in the game. But you know, we'll take things slow, one step at a time. There's got to be some kind of like TV sitcom that uses that, but I can't recall it here for use in this joke. So instead, we'll just leave you with 3 seconds of awkward silence. And we're good to go. So I would love for these guys to actually just shoot the bomb, but I think Meat Boy's going to kill them before they can do anything. That's unfortunate, but we will use a bomb here to get to that treasure chest regardless, because I need money. Well, the pill is potentially useful. Health up, that is actually remarkably useful, especially considering we haven't gotten any HP upgrades so far. Now, before we fight the boss, we do have the Necronomicon available, so it's something that I'm very interested in doing. I do want to go to the shop first, though, and we might as well pick up, I guess, some of these remaining hearts back here, now that I actually have the means with which to do so. Deals with the devil, A-okay. If I pick up my mom's knife, so be it. If I pick up, you know, brimstone, so be it. The only thing that is against the terms of this run would definitely be picking up something that replaces the Necronomicon, especially if it replaces it for good. Wow! There's, like, 21 cents in that shop? That was incredibly unlikely. 3 nickels. Not only 3 nickels, but 3 nickels immediately next to each other. Kind of unusual. 9 volt, big pickup. Not really that interested in picking up the key, because we already have a good key situation here. And we are down to 9 cents. Which means that, well, I could use a bomb to get that heart, but I don't think it's necessary. That means this floor has actually turned out very, very well for us, especially considering the health upgrade we've already gotten. Now we'll see what we get from the boss. There's a potential for a good floor to become a great floor, or a good floor to become a dead floor. You're about to be in dead place, Anchorman.jpg. We're fighting Peep. Peep should be pretty easy. I'm going to wait till he falls down. Meat Boy's got a good lock on him, and next time I get a chance... Oh, it's real bad damage. I'm just going to pop Necronomicon here. That did like 20% of his health. Necronomicon definitely... I should probably rework my strategy and make it less of a... like a boss item, the same way I use like a Book of Belial or something like that, and start using it as more like a crowd control item, because I think that would give me way more utility. And, you know, I can't just use the same absolute strategy for absolutely everything in the game. We get an HP upgrade. I'd say we're a little bit stronger than the average run would be by this point, mostly because of that 4th level Meat Boy, which is mathematically impossible to get by this point in the game unless you have used the, like, 9 lives glitch. Meat Boy, please do some zombie chewing. Thank you. Help me out here. Any run, that's the Novostator knows my weaknesses when it comes to runs. And a big weakness of mine is any run that makes it super easy to kill zombies once we get down to the depths, and the Necropolis is going to make things, you know, it's going to make my nipples hard. Let's not mince words. Let's be crude for once. These are not rated G. YouTube doesn't really have an official rating system yet, I guess. These would definitely be, they'd be rated G9. And then afterwards, if you're a very clever person, I guess you just say bingo, and then that would be the end. I don't know what kind of row-cowed stream of consciousness I've got going on here, man, but my brain's in a weird place, apparently. We're gonna pick up an extra bomb, but that heart is not gonna be possible. Lemon Mishap, game is trolling the shit out of me. I feel like I'm in the middle of a David Lynch movie or something. We are gonna get some bomb flies down here, and ultimate good chain reaction there. Oh, almost got hits. Yeah, thank you, Meat Boy, for actually doing some very important crowd control, and perhaps utilizing your skills to the fullest for maybe the first time that I've ever seen. What is up with this, like, fistula floor, man? Fistulas eat free or something today? Fistulas under 12 get free spaghetti if they order a soda as well? Or it would probably be the opposite way, but in any case, I'm not a restaurant manager, I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business. Damn, I still need to find the shop That is not it, but we do find the boss room, and we might as well go through with that. Despite saying that it would be a very smart idea for me to use Necronomicon for crowd control, haven't done that at all here, and in fact, you know, haven't really had the need to do that here, because it's been very easy so far. Hopefully we get another HP upgrade from Gish. Well, I just realized the idiocy of that sentence as I got a little bit deeper into it, but, you know, that being said, we will pick up Little Gish here, which is an awesome familiar, and kind of fits with the Necromancer theme. I always, after I say necromancer enough, the word starts to lose its meaning a little bit, and I want to say, like, necromancer, which makes me sound like an idiot, but at the same time would be like a sweet name for a metal band or something, right? Means the same thing. It still comes from Latin necro, which means to have sex with dead ladies. I'm not saying, I'm not condoning that or trying to make light of that. Necrophilia is a real thing. Maybe you have sex with dead dudes as well, but does the tackle still work? After, like, if you're a dead man, does the tackle still work? I mean, I suppose you could be a man and have sex with a dead man, or, you know, the other way around. A dead man could have sex with you. I don't really know how it works. In any case, maybe that's for the best. Let's move onwards here. The 9-volt makes it so we only have, what, 3 rooms to charge Necropolis now? No, 4. Still, that's better. We can use it, you know, 50% more, you know, 33% more or something. I didn't get into this industry to have to do math. So excuse me for being a little bit ignorant. We are getting crazy drops here. I don't know what, like, our luck must be through the roof or something. This would be the ultimate room to use the Necronomicon on. But sadly I didn't have it, but that seems to be okay. We will fight Greed. Greed would also be a good room to use Necronomicon on, I guess, to do a little bit of extra damage, because he has fairly low health. But Meat Boy's going to chew him up real good regardless, and we'll be good to go down to the next floor with 19 cents, 6 keys, 9 bombs. 5 health that I desperately want to get rid of at a deal with the devil to improve my damage a little bit. Not that that's wholly necessary at this point, but in any case. Good run so far. Good damage. Little Gish is going to be a big bonus for us. I don't even remember what we got in the item room. Oh, it's Lemon Mishap. It was worthless. So we got Lemon Mishap, which we skipped, Little Gish, and we fought Greed. So not the best floor, all things considered, but that's okay. So we will be fighting Mom on this floor. Mom should be an easy fight. We will earn, well, earn is maybe a strong word, but we will get a Polaroid from her, which is good. We will also get some kind of upgrade. Hopefully, I am taking the Spirit Heart right away. I should, if I was being the smart man, I would like go one by one through the rooms and then get the Spirit Hearts afterwards. Save them for later, basically, if we're going to quote the English beat. What do we have down here? Lard? It's tempting enough. I think I have half decent speed that I can afford to take a little bit of a hit there for damage. Plus speed upgrades, usually fairly prevalent, but we're certainly not at an unworkable speed at this point. So that's good. We do still need to, you know, in order to make good use of the lard, we need to get back to full health at some point regardless, which is not happening yet, or probably anytime soon unless I gain the ability to fly, but there is a penny there. Penny saved is a penny earned. A penny spent is a penny burned. I made up that second part myself, but feel free to use that. Just make sure I get 100% of the proceeds commercially. It's a secret, man. I'm just getting... Why am I doing this YouTube Let's Play thing? I should just become like a legal trademark troll. Just like spend all of my life savings investing in these trademarks, and then... No and then. That's it. That's the end. I am going to go to... The secret room is tempting to me, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to use a bomb. We don't have all that many. 9's okay, but we're going to need those for the Mom's Heart boss fight. And of course, as I was saying that, I ended up doing it regardless, but, you know, it's all good. Let me check out up here. We do have our boss room. It's tempting to go to, but at the same time, I would rather just go to the shop, because I would feel pretty bad if we ended up missing out on a battery or something else, you know, equally useful. Necronomicon, I'll try to save for the Mom boss fight, because, you know, she does have a crowd control element to it as well. But that's okay. If we have to use it beforehand, we have to use it beforehand. It's not the end of the world, in all likelihood. You know what? So let's pop it on this sleeper room to avoid getting hit by all of these dudes, because I definitely would have taken damage. And we had pills that didn't do anything for us. Man, this is a big floor. Considering I've already seen almost all of it. Ooh, I can't believe that there's still at least a couple of rooms down here. We've got to definitely have the shop. Gotta have my shops, but after that... Man, there's like a branching path here. What is this, fucking Walking Dead or something? I just wanted the Walking Dead, the video game, of course, not Survival Instinct either, but please just let me finish this fucking floor so I can get the shop and move onwards. And of course, the final room is going to be the world's ultimate test. Angel fetuses and blue spikes all around. we get a key for 3 cents. All that trouble for basically nothing. But on the bright side, you know, Necronomicon is built up, and we only lost half of the Spirit Heart. So we're gonna fight Mom. It's been a quick run so far. 15 minutes to get to Mom is above average speed. Sadly, no compass, no map means we'll be taking a lot of time as we run through these later floors, unfortunately. But let's come through here, and Mom should be fairly easy. Even Blue Mom. Blue Mom has taken a staggering amount of damage already, largely because of that cube of meat. Thanks a lot, cube of meat. You're a nice dude. I'm going to use Necronomicon. Just get it out of the way. Might as well make sure it's used well. Or used at all, really. And Mom's going to die here. That was super fast. We got an HP upgrade. That does not contain a Tears upgrade, although I always make the mistake that it does. We might have a shot at this. I don't know. Meat Boy versus Isaac is a very interesting kind of matchup. Mostly because it makes things very difficult because you have to dodge, you know, like 4 times as many shots as you normally would. I hate these brain dudes, man, or guts dudes. I always get them confused because I kind of feel like the guts ones still kind of look like brains. They just got kind of different colored matter. To be fair, it's been a long time since I've seen a, you know, live in vitro human brain, or sorry, in vivo human brain. Either way, really, in vitro or in vivo, or Il Divo. I've never seen an Il Divo human brain, or an Il Nino hurricane. I don't know if I'm accidentally writing like the next hit Red Hot Chili Peppers song or something here. You know, this room is not worth Necronomicon usage. Well, maybe it was. Shows what I know. Could have still been hit regardless. This room might be. Let's just pop it. Might as well use it as much as possible. We do have the 9-volt. It's not going to speed things up too much for us, but, you know, it will make it perhaps a little bit more palatable to finish this floor. That is a pill we don't know what it does. It is a speed downgrade. Now we're into trouble territory. Terrorist and trouble territory. I don't even know what I'm getting at here, but someone get in touch with C-Nanners, people. We're going to go up and to the right, and in a matter of years, I should be there. This doesn't appear to be a huge floor, but at the same time, you know, even the smallest staircase is pretty long if you can't get up it, if you know what I mean. That was an impromptu idiom. Not really an idiom. Idiom is like a... It's an expression that has like a weird meaning that you wouldn't expect necessarily, derived from like cultural use. For example, to hit the wall. You're not literally hitting a wall. That would be crazy. As DJ Flula would said, just do it, man. Hit the wall. You're surrounded by walls. But you know, hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. In the slightest, probably not. Whatever, man. I'm spamming the Necronomicon basically whenever I have a chance now. Hell, I'm a necromancer, man. You know, like a police officer, your number one resource is not your gun, man. It's not your uniform. It's your notepad. You got to intimidate him like that. I would be remiss if I didn't use the weapon that's, you know, gave me the greatest efficacy that I could possibly have. I really did not think I was going to be hit there, but still, you know, 8 hearts. We're almost in rebirth territory in terms of the amount of those that we have. And we will definitely get a Necronomicon charge back before the boss. I'm not too worried about my health, honestly, because Charm of the Vampire is still in effect here. Doesn't obviously replenish our spirit hearts, and probably doesn't give us a great chance to succeed past the womb. But at the same time, it does give us a pretty good bead on our success. A dark bead, if you will. That is going to make it more likely for us to succeed on these floors. Now, Gertie Jr., interesting value proposition here when it comes to using the Necronomicon. I'm not going to because, you know, it's basically still a single target boss despite the champion flags it's creating that actually just hit me, but that's okay. We picked up a key for our troubles, which will be very useful if we do manage to, you know, lucky enough to get to the chest. That room, I probably didn't need to use Necronomicon, but again, we get to half a charge after a room, basically. And then after that, we only need 3 rooms, so... you know, the way it's worked out so far, I've taken some shitty damage on this room, don't get me wrong. I've previously somewhat literally correct, but still a little bit erroneously said that, erroneously said that we only get 2 charges from the 9-volt when we use it, but because the Necronomicon has a tendency to simply kill anything it comes in contact with, on a crowd control type room at least, it does mean that we actually get 3, because we get an extra 1 just for finishing it. Now we are, Triagnid got fucking screwed by my, all of my orbitals there, but at the same time, I took a ton of damage, and this is kind of too little too late with respect to Pageant Boy. So I say we go down to the next floor. We lost a lot of health there, but we'll have a chance to replenish it. Hopefully we'll be on the womb instead of on Utero, and, you know, Bob's our uncle, we're in a good place. Well, we're on Utero again, and with my speed downgrade, that actually made that room somewhat difficult, but we do have plenty of Necronomicon charges available. Didn't even kill the Guts in 1 hit. That's pretty crazy. This Guts apparently cannot shoot, so we continue to pick up money and keys. More money, more problems. Well, you know, whoever said that clearly has never experienced abject poverty, but let us move on here. I would say more money, an equal number of problems at this point, because money doesn't solve any problems for us. Dollar kills y'all. Sure, you know what? Let's keep using keys here. Bombs are probably more valuable. Sadly, the missing page is the least valuable thing in that room, including the dirty floor itself, which might also be, you know, the uterine lining of my mother's vagina. But in any case, let's not dwell on that, and instead we will move on. Laser's a little annoying, but this is definitely not Necronomicon worthy, even if I did manage to have a Necronomicon, which I don't. And we're a little bit underpowered, I would say, at this point in the game. The exception, of course, being this 4th level cube of meat that is still pretty excellent and a very good helper for us, as he basically destroys everything in his wake. Sadly, our lack of speed is going to catch up with us at some point. See what I did there? No, our lack of speed is going to catch up with us at some point, as are all the other enemies in the game. Unless we manage to find some way around that. Now, we might not get any more items until the chest, unfortunately, so might be fresh out of luck on that front. We are almost back to full health, despite the fact that I just took a little bit of extra damage. You know, pennies, awesome. Pennies from heaven are taking me to hell right now. Do we want to go right side or upper? I think we're going to go right side, just because of, you know, branching paths. Well, clearly I'm an idiot. On the bright side, Necronomicon allowed us to get a little extra health there without taking any damage, and cleared the room instantly. So, I think that was a good choice for a Necronomicon room. Little Gish has been an unsung hero so far. She's really slowed down a lot of these enemies, which has, you know, also, secondarily, slowed down their shots, which has given me a better chance to dodge. Also, Cube of Meat and Sacrificial Dagger, which have done a ton of damage to bosses that had the audacity to get up in my grill, which has actually been a lot of them so far. So I really appreciate those. I'm glad we're doing fine from a health standpoint, and so far, you know, I think this is the closest we've come to balance so far. Previously, we've been very powerful, on previous floors, I should say, not previous runs. We've been very powerful, and I think now it's starting to even out in a good way, and probably a bad way as we move on, because we're not going to get any more items, I believe. Well, we do have Necronomicon available. I can choose which, like, what enemy, what phase to use that on in the mom fight. I will probably do it, zombies, maybe, although I'm tempted to use it on a boss, like a Chub or something, but we have the bombs necessary to take out Chub. I don't know, man. Lasers would be like the secondary option, I would guess. So, Meat Boy, I still took damage there. Real silly. Let's drop some fat bombs in here. You know, Dead Bird, it actually just carried that bomb straight in for us. And in fact, actually, maybe it was Demon Baby that did it. But we're doing very well so far. We got a lot of enemies, or a lot of minions that do damage to enemies without us actively having to take a part in it. Dead Bird, Cube of Meat, Demon Baby. I appreciate that. Demon Baby's the ultimate unsung hero. So unsung, I completely forgot about it. No! Meat Boy. Okay, there's Necronomicon. Meat Boy kicked the fucking bomb back in my face like an idiot. But now it's going so far so good. Dead Bird, if you could just, you know, get a beat on this guy. A dark beat or light beat, I don't really care. We're actually doing fine on health. Absolutely fine on health, in fact. So Dead Bird is now kind of clinged on there, or clung on. I don't know what the past tense of cling is, to be honest with you. I continue to take some dumb damage, but I managed to excise myself from the creep there, but I took a little bit more damage. Now I'm scared, because the cathedral looks like fairly fucking daunting when you only have 4.5 heart containers. But, you know, we could get full health, we could get a good tarot card, good pill. There's many options. We could get a blood bank, which is literally the exact opposite of what I want. That was bad dodging. You know, what did the sheep say when he played the Binding of Isaac? That was bad dodge. Yeah, it's just not working. Put the bomb here. Don't kick it, Meat Boy. Don't fuck around. 1 cent for a bomb? You are a machine that trades benefits for failures, and I don't appreciate it. Now, if we just hang out here, we should be mostly immune to damage, except for this fucking single shooter from the grassy knoll here. We are down to 2 hearts now, which is a real big concern. Again, we can still, if we do enough rooms, we could presumably get back to full. Oh my god, now we're gonna die. We're only 1. Okay, now we're 2 hits away from death, but still, not good. Both greeds can eat shit, as far as I'm concerned. The unsung benefit about Necronomicon, of course, is the fact that it destroys all the shots in the air at the given time, or at any given time, I should say. Thank you, Meat Boy, for helping me out there. We did get Spirit Heart from Scapular, I guess. So now we have permanent Polaroid invincibility. It's not going to help us out all that much, but it's on the table there. It does exist. Meat Boy, thank you for... Ah, the neutral fly hit me! But still, Scapular has somehow managed to keep me alive. I really don't understand how Scapular works. I used to think it was like permanent invincibility, but it must work only like once per room or something like that. So if I get hit twice, then I wouldn't get the benefit of the Spirit Heart. In any case. We already came down this way. Did I also check every dead end that is possible in this area? I didn't think so, but it appears so. Alright. This is why I hate Curse of Darkness, man, because I can't visualize the damn map. But, up, left, up, up. I'm not trying to do Hadokens or shit here. You know, this is definitely a situation where I would love to knock this chest out of the way a little bit. And if we could do so without stepping on the spikes, I would be psyched. That, you know, for once, I'm not actually pissed that I traded a key for a half red heart. Oh, this could be big. Judgment, just don't drop live bombs. Meat Boy is gonna be a fucking wild card here. He's gonna be a loose cannon. But you have the potential. You know, no one man should have all this power. You actually have the potential to really help me out here. Now we're at 22 keys. Wish I'd spent keys a little bit more frivolously at the start of the game. There were some golden chests I think I missed. Judgment. Oh my god, 2 judgments. This could actually be a huge, like, you know, in Apollo 13 when they, like, slingshot around the moon? We're slingshotting right now. Again, as long as the judgment... Oh, it's demon judgment! God damn it. Well, we still got the HP upgrade. That's basically an extra heart, at the very least. If we get full health, then, you know, it's still an extra heart, but it's a more beneficial version of that. There goes my spirit heart, sadly. Oh, good, we're 1 hit away from death again. Maybe the judgment is actually not gonna do anything for us at all. Oh my god. I think Sacrificial Dagger killed him, and Charm of the Vampire gave us health there. That was real close. Didn't work out all that well. It's actually better for us to have, like, 1 half less spirit heart, because I believe that makes it possible for a scapular to actually work. Whereas most of the time, if you're at like a solid number of hearts, it might not. I don't know. Again, I don't know the intricacies of scapular. If Meat Boy could just chew on this final gish and save me the hassle, that would be awesome. I can't believe that was a demon judgment. It's still, I mean, it's tempting to play him at least once, but I don't think that would be a good decision for our long-term health. Oh my god, I came so close to walking on the spikes there. Now we're gonna go to the right, having explored almost the entirety of the map so far. Single greed. My skills should be good enough that I don't have to use Necronomicon here. And by skills, I mean my skill at getting Meat Boy to get close to him and then just not lose focus. So, sadly, we have no bum friend. That came out not the right way that I wanted it to. So that money is just ours. Oh, I can't believe I actually got a hit by that jerk for once. Gemini. Now, I don't have invincibility from Polaroid, which is really weird. He's too fast. I might need to use Necronomicon here, because, well, okay, now that he's dead, we should be okay, but Jesus Christ, that was kind of close. Yeah, we'll obviously pick up that half-heart. Pestilence should not be able to hit me. The only reason he's able to hit me is because I have this fucking super slowness attached to me. Might have been better to not take Lard, but at the same time, I don't know if I'd be alive right now if I didn't take Lard. It would be like that Spike TV show, you know? I shouldn't be alive. Should have gone with the red herring on that joke and gone with Mansers or something like that. Oh, Mansers. If you ever wanted to know which piece of meat felt the most like the human female vagina, Mansers is the place for you. But by the way, if you're buying veal to fuck it, just, you know, maybe consider, I don't know, improving your personality or something, because it sounds like you're, you know, economically doing fairly well for yourself. So just get your life together, man. Nobody wants to be known as the guy who, you know, buys expensive meats to have sex with them. At least, here's your options. You can either get your life in order, or you can buy cheaper meats to fuck. Because, you know, if you're fucking a macaroni loaf, it's like 88 cents per 100 grams. Everyone's like, okay, I totally understand that. But the veal, man, you can make like a nice scallopini with that or something. Now, I am definitely going to lose here. My invincibility is almost worn off. At least we did get Isaac to the 2nd level of disaster, basically. Meat Boy's still chewing pretty regularly. Okay, Scapular has come through for me for the last time. We drop another bomb, and we hide in the corner, and we die. But, still, Nova Stator, thank you for the Necromancer Challenge Run suggestion. That was a lot of fun. Dying on Isaac, there's no shame in that. We started strong, and we finished as strong as I could. In any case, as always, thank you guys for watching. Continue suggesting your own challenge runs, and I will do the ones that deem most entertaining or appropriate. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.